Saturday Showdown, T1 versus Gen G Esports.
Pretty solid staple in the LCK on the patch, even though it's one day of it, you know.
It definitely has a lot of strength, but it does feel like we kind of have two parts of a composition over on the Quantum Freak side. There's the Jack Sejuani, and then there's Jin Ashway.
Yeah.
So will they survive? A good question, as Talia left available until the end, and Faker is going to snatch that one up. Try to survive against this Nocturne and Talia, who will be down there eventually as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting choice. We have seen a lot of tech into Aatrox involving movement speed. The favorite of Huni, of course, being the Rumble with Swifties. He just loves that build.
I've hit him like daily Dorans.
Yeah, so nice amount of damage onto Andil, but also a ton into Guma, as the last person to play this was Delight into Moham. So Gen G versus Kwangdong Freaks about a year ago. 4 days off of a year total. Did you notice that, by the way? Keria moved away from the lane to give level 2 first, and that's going to be first blood to Keria. Speaking of which, as the, is he the AD carry or is he the support?
Well,
I don't know anymore, as Keria picks up a double kill on Kalista.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lane's just boom now.
So Owner trying to speed up to level 6 and make an impact himself.
Yep. I think as well, once you get the road, got the level 6 for Faker, once you get the level 6 for Owner, I think that's really where you can look to capitalize more on this bot lane.
Let's see what happens here, as, okay, that is going to sail wide. Owner going to feel the pressure. There's a ward in here, going to come down to a smite fight. Does go the way of Cuz. Owner not quite able to secure that one. Nice little mini invade from Cuz and Bulldog.
Oh no.
There's a ward there. They don't exactly know where Sejuani is, but he's still going to pull the trigger here as Flash does get utilized by Andil, but now under the turret and no Sejuani in sight. Andil in a lot of trouble just being poked out of this one. The wave is coming in as Arrow is utilized, but it's just not going to do too much here as Guma gets Fates called after the double, and it is just an absolute massacre in the bottom lane.
There's just nothing you can do in that situation. Bulldog was actually trading heavily with Faker to try and stop him coming down, but...
We're going to leave Kalista, we're going to leave Ashe, we're going to leave Varus, and we're going to play your game, and that's very dangerous. So speaking of which, Faker in a bit of a dangerous spot, but he still does have the flash, and just casually sidesteps, but he's still in a lot of danger, as he will not get rooted, but he will get killed instead, which is a better route, as now Kwangdong Freaks should be able to take this Drake, although a lot of poke damage is coming in, and T1 maybe trying to fight this one 3v4.
Yeah, they don't have many ults, but they are coming up soon. I think Quantum Freak should be able to get this and get out. They got to be quick, though. Yeah,
they do have the smite, as there it does go. Oh, look at the damage coming out right now from Guma and Keria. That's pretty low on the health bars, our Quantum Freaks, and they might be able to run this one out.
Ult is he's looking.
Guma running on in, but...
Yeah, a lot of confidence from Quantum Freaks to go for that. You know, knowing the ult timings, knowing they were down, gave them that window. But it was close, and the thing is, they get so chunked out and
Yeah, also got the rocks down late, so wasn't able to even stun Cuz, which allowed Cuz to flash over him, and it just turned into a total disaster. Meanwhile,
Andil?
Yeah, they're both here, and Andil is just going to go forward. They're trying to burst down Zeus, who does flash away, but he's just dead instead, as here comes Keria, and he's going to assassinate on the Kalista. And Andil is not long for this world either. That is a double kill once again onto Keria, but a shutdown potentially to go the way of Quantum Freaks, as that will be taken here by Cuz. Flash forward with the ult here from Bulldog. Might just be enough burst damage as the Q cooldown, he's trying to get it out, but now he's in trouble himself as Owner will come in and just gives the kill over to Guma, because why not?
What a chaotic. Keria like goes through the tower.
Late dash here from Zeus. He's in a lot of trouble, and under the turret, it does not matter because it's just so tanky, although they're going to wait to reset this one. And there you go. Dudu's going to proc that ult and pick up another kill. So Zeus, he is the punching bag in this one.
Yeah, but this is kind of the issue. Seeing the turret gold come up. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah. move around the map and keep bullying.
All right, trying to dive onto Bulldog here, and he is in a lot of trouble. Faker does get ulted, but they do have the burst damage coming. Here does come Dudu and Cuz trying to turn this one around. Nice flash on in, but a little bit disjointed. They do get the stun onto Keria, who is slowed down and stunned once again, but now Fate's Call comes in, trying to turn this one around, but Andil and the Jin ults nearly doing enough to take out another kill onto Keria. As T1 still on the run here, the stun will land, as will the Deadly Flourish, and Guma gonna give over another streak here as Keria. Where are you going, my guy? Yeah, the Blast Cone hit a bit late, and that's gonna be another shutdown given on over. And it does look like Quantum Freaks are gonna make a play for this. They're not that far behind. And as we have seen, if Cuz can tank up a bunch of the damage, there's still chances for them to win these fights, especially against double lethality AD carry in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you can see Zeus is kind of posturing for a flank here. They have to be really careful. He's actually hex skating.
Yeah, that's very obvious, and can they get away from this is really the question. Nocturnal comes in, and it's stolen away as Owner is going to go forward. Doesn't really have any other way to go as he is absolutely dead. Andil also going to be caught off here as Bull in a lot of trouble. Can't get away from the Aatrox. That's a 2-for-1, plus the Dragon stolen away here by T1. As AOC wants a bit more, we still have Weaver's Wall coming up. A very nice assault over the wall here from Cuz, but it might not matter. As I say that, though, they do get the knock-up, and then they just back away. Not going to overextend here as T, so maybe a hawk shot thrown over or something.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal if you just throw them out and you end up missing. But notice how T1, oh, they're looking.
Yeah, they're looking for a play here. Andal now in a lot of trouble, and that's what happens sometimes if you posture aggressively without flash. The ability to close the distance here for T1 is pretty insane. And that they do, as this mid turret is very low already. They're just going to take it down. Might just end up doing the same thing where he takes the Hex Gate behind them and just says, okay, we're fighting now, or you're going to have to deal with me. As, yep, there he goes. We also got the wall coming in here as the chains are going to be flashed. As Faker's just in there. I mean, they've already done so much poke damage as now Zeus gets over the wall with the blast cone, and that is a nice flash forward with the knock-up as, yep, there you go. The monkey in the audience also really enjoying this one as T1 basically just cleaned them up for free.
Absolutely annihilate them, and it felt like Quantum Freaks just weren't ready for it. They went on the Dragon first. They got corralled in. Dudu was trying to find a position to threaten. You know, bear in mind, this is a 3-in-1 Jax with 2 items, and he wasn't even there. So definitely the coordination favoring T1, and they should just be able to pick up the Baron here.
Okay, he's going to spot him because, you know, once again, trying to play around the Jax, but just feels a little bit lackluster. I mean, they're 9,000 gold behind. They don't really have much pressure. There's Zeus. He feels the pressure himself, and now we got a big rotation coming on in. A lot of pings here from the side of Quantum Freaks. His owner is going to be spotted. Fear should come in. Zeus is pretty far away from this, though. Still trying to force the fight as the Chains of Corruption will come down. And yes, Owner gonna get flashed on. Takes a ton of damage, but they just can't kill him finally. We do have Bull to take him down as now Zeus is pretty unkillable himself on this lethality Aatrox, and yeah, they're gonna put a lot into him, but it's not quite enough. As now Keria, he's just running at the enemy team as he might fall here as finally Bulldog takes him out, but after so much was utilized, and they do get aced.
I'd actually be interested to see the gold. I mean, I'm pretty sure Keria has more gold than Bull at this point.
That wouldn't surprise me at all, as they are trying to kill Faker here, who is kind of just hanging out by himself in mid lane, just doing Faker things, I suppose, but he is going to pay for that one as chains do come down. They're trying to set up this fight as Cuz, he's very tanky, and he will survive. Lots of poke just come down, and they're just going to Fate's Call out of this one, play it safe for now. As Guma does throw himself over the wall, look for a bit more poke.
Yeah, once again, I mean, I feel like Zeus is getting so much value of these Hex Gates. Andal's half HP, and Aatrox is there.
Oh no. Wait. Wait, no! Oh god! The horror, as now they're going to dive into this back line. We do have Bull in a lot of trouble as well, as he can't get away from the fear. He doesn't have any summoners. I mean, let's be real, they're down 13,000 gold, and T1 are just playing with their food. And yeah, I don't think Cuz is going to die, although Owner's going to try to up his damage number as much as possible.
Yeah, he wants that one kill. He hasn't got one yet this game.
He and Andal on the same amount of kills, actually, so yeah.
Yeah.
Trying his best.
Equal impact. No, not quite. Yeah, I mean, the flanks from Zeus have just been... Oh! All
right, flash forward. Faker trying to create some more action, as they normally do. as unfortunately Andal is going to hit his 9th death in this one. Another seismic shove comes out, and the game will end. And there you go. That was a game of League of Legends. You know, we tried to go for the fight fire with fire angle in the bottom lane. It did not work. We tried to get our top side fed. It wasn't enough.
Yeah, perhaps. And maybe you get the Volibear. The Volibear did get a lot of buffs on this patch. He's been very popular in top lane in solo queue because of some of the item interactions he has.
Either way, guys, we're ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
And they also did tweak him a little bit on this patch, nerf some of his AP ratios, which, you know, was trying to make it a little bit harder just to easily navigate lane.
Crash as Guma is personally on a 15-game winning streak of Senna. So this is outside of the 17-game winning streak of Senna amongst multiple different players. Guma has his own separate winning streak of Senna. You can see a nice amount of poke coming out from Bulldog, but now he just has to flash. Yeah. So kind of unfortunate. He kind of missed everything, and then Faker just walked up and
15 different abilities, but if you miss them all...
Oh, the flash comes forward, and yes, he's going to dodge one, but you can't dodge the second flash engage as Owner comes in, picks up first blood just as easy as that.
Look to punish it.
Okay, flash forward, trying to get on top of Guma here as, look at this, Cuz is here as well. That's a nice little conversion down on the bottom side of the map as Andal sets one up.
Yeah, really well played from Andal. Fighting up. I
Yep.
feel like you can contest it. I feel like you can contest this for sure.
Andal's not there. Obviously, Cuz can do it alone last second, but Keria and Guma are coming in here, and they are going to check this brush. Even a wall comes down. They knew they were there somehow, as now trying to fight this against Cuz. Keria in a little bit of a rough spot here. Does take a bunch of damage, and now he's trying to back away from this one, flap over the wall, and now Keria once again getting followed up on the damages coming through, but they don't quite have enough as now Andal in a rough spot, doesn't have flash himself, and Keria's going in! He's looking for knockups here, he is looking for plays, and he will sacrifice himself to give the team some extras. Cuz does get rooted up, but he should be fine. And T1, they get the dragon and a couple of kills. Already got his POG of the day, I suppose, and he's willing to take a little backseat for now. As nice little engage now onto Guma. Keria does have the Devour, and he's actually looking to use it aggressively here onto Andal, who does not have flash himself, as now Keria, well, he does have Owner coming on in, and he is quite tanky, but can Cuz and Bull do enough damage to him? The answer is no, although ult forward is now, he's gonna get assisted in the flash in!
No.
It just looks silly! Oh no, as now Bulldog is in a lot of trouble, and by Bulldog I mean Bull, of course. He is going to go down as Faker just going to join the party when they give that kill over to Keria.
I just find it insane how long he survived, and Quantum Freaks fell for the trap. Oh.
All right, well, they're going to fight it again as here comes Mom. And that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, your mom can't fight all your battles. You know, you're going to have to do a little bit more on your own.
Just yelled the bully away, I guess, for now.
And then they just don't realize that the investment to kill him is just never worth it.
Trying to dive Zeus here, actually a decent chance with the Volibear, but Cuz doesn't have ult, which, let's see, the ult here from Bulldog will land. And that should be enough damage now as Owner is here, but it is a 1v3 situation. He is going to force the flash out of Dudu. As he takes a bunch of damage himself and will back away for now. Yeah. And speaking of which, we're back on the bottom side of the map again. Bulldog is almost dead. And by Bulldog again, I mean Bull. Now is, here we go, we got a Vi on top of him as Flash comes in. He is going to flap away, but Owner is tanky enough. Meanwhile, we did have Andal go down because it's just falling apart right now as Cuz under a lot of pressure. And they'll just wait to reset this one. Who will get the kill? It will be Keria to slap him with his tongue. How could you say something so bold, so brave? Bulldog's ganking again, but Zeus is much tankier. Do they have the damage? They're so close, and they will get him. I was fearing for them there just a little bit, as Andal here is going to be caught in transition. Faker just throwing a bunch of rocks at him.
Does he have to flash?
He's going to flash in as now just alley-ooped over to Cuz. Faker in a lot of trouble. Will pick up the kill and then eventually does go down to Dudu.
You know, I don't think Andal needed to go in for that final stun auto. You see, he thought he had his E stacked up, but he, oh, not again.
Oh no. He's gonna land the stun as there's the Devour. And Cuz is here, but it just does not matter as Carry is like, yeah, you wanna go, buddy? Let's go.
How does this happen every game?
Yeah, I don't know. You gave them Senna, but you also gave Carry a Tom Kench and a reason to play it as the Grey Health comes in, they flash forward, and they will take them down as here's Bulldog. He's gonna give it a try. And this time Carry will actually go away. I thought he was going in again, but instead he'll just sacrifice his...
Oh, okay. I
also
get both the dragons and...
Oh. Well, Bulldog in a little bit of trouble here. Faker is going to take an ult to the face as he is holding on to that seismic shot for quite a while. This is just a straight up 1v1. Thought maybe Owner would join up, but he had better things to do. Different options to go for again, like we saw the fight fire with fire. Yeah, this is Carrier TPing in as we are going to disable the turret, but again, this is the Aatrox as he flashes in, hits the sweet spot, and the desperation does not look great as Bulldog is in a lot of trouble here as well. They'll just give this kill over to Zeus because, to be honest, he doesn't have quite enough. He needs to catch up as Guma here in a bit of trouble, and Faker is not quite able to help him out. And Bull will also go down. This is looking like a straight-up ace as Zondil's just kind of running around in circles. And that will be the ace as T1 will also take the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of talking about the game as first doomed. It seems very doomed now.
Now, well, Owner's going to get in there once again, just healing up a ton with the Sundered Sky, not really able to do any lasting damage as they get flashed on here. Carrier just going to flash lick. As Bulldog still on the run, Carrier says, okay, I've done my job there. Now I need to go steal some other kills down in the top lane. Zeus is like, guys, please, someone help me. As it doesn't really even seem like he needs too much help, but Carrier is here to steal the kills after all. And that he will. Kind of surprised he didn't go for the lick there onto Andal. He is missing a lot of KDA. And you know what? He's giving kills over. Good guy, Carrier. Yeah. Bulldog, he went back, he bought an arm guard, he sold it, picked up a haunting guy, sold that, and then picked up another arm guard. Uh-oh. Well, he is going to go into his Unbreakable Will, which I hope he's got that for this series.
I imagine going through this cycle, you're like, what item will win me the game? And you're like, not that one, not that one, not that one.
Okay, the first one I chose. Yeah, Dudu's dead. He's not... He's never going to survive against that.
Yep.
I do feel like Kwangdong Freaks, they kind of identified after game one. They were like, well, we can't really win fighting fire with fire, so let's take a bunch of massive risks and see if it works. It didn't work, but, you know, props to them for giving it a try. And
no, they changed strategy. That was the criticism. It's like, look, you can't match T1's bot lane with like the double AD carry thing. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Oh,
he could devour him. Oh, he's actually going to use it. Nicely done by Carrier. It seems like somebody said something, and now he seems to care about his teammates. Very strange. Guma is going to get that kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but this definitely wasn't it. I think that's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Last game didn't actually look this bad.
You know what's also good against fire? I think is rock type. You could try that. And
Malphite?
Yeah, maybe that's the answer. Or maybe you just gotta ban away fire, right? Just don't allow them to play fire.
Maybe just ban Senna. I still think they'd probably not necessarily win on the back of that, but at least they wouldn't have to play against Senna.
Yeah. It's very scary too. I don't even mind the Jace ban that they went for, as we're just having more and more fun in this one. I wanted to talk about the draft, but T1 said no.
Oh my Lord.
Dudu's just going to die, and then Bulldog's going to just die. Zeus gets both, and Carrier is just here for moral support.
You know, he said at the end of the last one he wanted 10 kills. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the desire.
I think he's trying to hit the 3,000 assist mark, actually. As, yep, that's what happens to Smolder when the Vi is available and has Talia nearby.
Wait, quick, can we get a stack check? We need to know.
And a 16,000 gold lead.
Is it 225? Is the game winnable? Oh, I guess not. I guess if they do that, it doesn't matter how many stacks you have.
Yeah. The game is almost definitely going to end before he hits 225. I don't even know if he's that close. T1 diving turrets now is a very nice ult in that back line with a headbutt from Ondil, but it just doesn't matter. The wallets are so far ahead here for T1. The levels are just so far ahead. And yeah, Yeah, lots of poke coming down from the way. And cancel on the Abyssal Dive as everybody's being poked out here. Keria, they can't kill him 4v1. They got him! Finally do get him. Meanwhile, the rest of T1 was just trying to end the game, but they will be denied from doing that. Quantum Freaks, they do want to play a little bit more in this one. As, yeah, that arm guard is going to help. It actually keeps him alive in this one. So they're trying to help Dudu here in the back line. That's a kill here for the Smolder. We've seen this happen before. He's not at 225, but he's going to get some stacks on the backside of this one. Faker gets a kill, as does Zeus, who did pick up a Hubris. And yeah, the poke is not going to come down from the sky here from Bulldog. Kuma going 1v1 here against Bull, and he's just chunking him out, man. The set is even 1v1ing the Smolder, but at the end of the day, Ondo will help him. They just got so much faster. Did you see them? Like, I was watching them specifically. Okay, Faker, yeah, he's gonna elect to not go for that one.
Oh, should I? No.
Yeah, the Tibbers with the T1 headband here looks like he's having a great time. Nice engage here from Ondil. Boom is going to be called in from the sky as, yep, that was a Smolder. That was a Smolder. And no longer a Smolder anymore, as everybody is going to die if they step out of the fountain. And,
but Brendan, the stacks.
The stacks, yeah.
What about the stacks?
He did hit 225.
But they didn't win. I don't get it.
It didn't win. Okay, well, they're going to kill the Zeus, and that's about it. As Seismic Shove could be utilized, but they're just going to end the series. Probably for the best.
Shame. Minions doing the work. Yeah, a lot of very even damage spread, honestly. Keria slacking a little bit, if I'm going to be real, in the damage amounts.
Thank you very much. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Keria, an owner on the side of T1, who has reclaimed first place with their 12th victory. Owner, T1 is on a 12-match winning streak. How do you feel? I wasn't a part of the match last time, but I'm glad that we were able to continue our momentum with me coming back to stage. Yeah, welcome back, Owner. Are you fully recovered now? I feel like I definitely felt the worst on the day of the match, but I believe I was able to recover day by day since then, so I'm actually feeling really good now. So what were your thoughts on Guwin's performance against OK Savings Bank Brian? I have watched him play before. I don't think I was too concerned about how he will do. I think he did really well, and that's how we were able to secure that 2-0 victory. So T1 is on a 12-match winning streak again. What are your thoughts on the team's momentum getting stronger day by day? I feel like we were able to get to this point because of the process that was involved and all the efforts that the coaching staff and the team put into growing to this point. And Keria, your Kalista support made an appearance. And Kalista support appeared on the stage for the first time after 361 days. I think last year, we were able to utilize the same matchup. And I believe that opponents usually don't really want to give this sort of matchup away to us, but we saw an opening and they enabled us to actually go ahead and pick this, so I think that's why we're able to pull this off. And so game 1, both teams had 4 marksman picks. So once the draft was finalized, what did you guys in the bot lane talk about? I think this is something that we had already discussed about as a team prior to the draft, so I don't think there was anything that we particularly talked about after the draft. And you playing so aggressively, your Kalista kept taking a lot of skills. And since you and Varus both bought Doran's as a starter item, any chance you told Kumayoshi that he should just be on World Atlas duty? No, I didn't say that. You know, despite me playing Kalista, I am a support and I have my duty as a support, so I don't think that's an appropriate thing to say. So whenever you pick an aggressive 2 ADC comp, which player usually initiates trades? since push pressure and fights are really important in the early stages, and that's something that supports are a part of the support's responsibility. I think that's what makes me initiate more trades. So with you ganking the Hui after his flash was down, was this Faker's call? Yeah, so Faker was able to exhaust the enemy Hui's flash, and I think he mentioned it, so that's why I went to just take that kill for myself. So what is the benefit of playing with Talia as a jungler? I think Talia as a champion is actually really good in terms of having to play as a team player. I think she's very mobile, so she's able to regroup with the team really well, and there's so many combos that you can do with her, so that makes her an overall really good and well-rounded champion. And Owner, in Game 2, you took 11 kills on your own, and Game 2 actually set the record for the game with the highest kill count of Spring. So after we took a lot of advantages in the early games, I think we were able to create a more dominating picture, but Kwangdong actually fought back a lot, so I think that's what made it such a high kill count game. And Keria, you have reached 4,000 total assists in the LCK, and that makes you the 5th to achieve this in LCK history. I think I was able to get this to this point and rack up a lot of assists in such a short period of time, but I think that's because of how I'm able to play with such great players. I think it's nice because a lot of my teammates allowed me and enabled me to get this to this point, so I'm very grateful. And Owner, please congratulate him. I don't know how big of a deal it is if a support gets 4,000 assists, but congratulations. I think I'll definitely have to work even harder myself. And this coming Saturday will be the Saturday Showdown against Gen.G, who you are competing for first place. What is your resolution, Keria? So we're against a good team with good players, and I believe that it would be a very fun game. And I hope that we're able to create an entertaining match for all the fans, and I would love to continue our winning streak. And Owner, I believe that both T1 and Gen.G will face each other in great condition. And since we lost in round 1, we'll make sure that we're able to win in round 2. And this will be the end of the interview with Keria and Owner, and back to the space.